It's a revolution. It's a revolution.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We're back with some more Gran Turismo 6, and in this video, I wanted to do something that I haven't done in a long time. And if you guys remember, like a really long time ago, I ended up making a video on drifting sort of a truck, which was, I think, the Dodge Ram, and I ended up drifting that. I can't even remember, was that Gran Turismo 6 or 5? See, I can't even remember, but still, I ended up drifting around with that with like jelly suspension on very soft suspension, so that was kind of fun to try out. So I thought I'd give another car a go, and for some reason the Charger SRT8 randomly popped into my head, and I was like, okay, let's grab this thing and do it. I'm definitely down to do a jelly build on this. So the reason why I call it a jelly build is obviously because everything is very soft, and like the suspension is gonna be very soft on the car when we actually end up drifting this thing. So we're not gonna be using too much of the handbrake and stuff like that. We're going to be using a lot of weight transfer drifting. So, you guys will see what it's like. But, yeah, anyway, for some reason, this car just popped into my head, and I was like, you know what, let's do it with this thing. So, I don't really know if I'm going to do anything else to this thing. I'm going to probably give it a little bit more horsepower. I'll see. Let me just go ahead, see what else we can do to this thing. First of all, we'll do an oil change, because this will give it a little bit more horsepower. I think I'm going to bring the horsepower up to about 5, maybe 600. Yeah, let's go with around 600 horsepower. I think that'll be easily enough horsepower for this thing. I mean, stock this thing has what now? Like 400, like I don't even know how much it has now, because we changed the oil and the horsepower goes up a little bit, but what the hell did I just go into? I accidentally press something. Yeah, I don't want to go into that. Let's go into custom parts again. What else can we do to this thing? Can we actually do anything to the car externally? Oh, we can. Alright, what can we do to this thing to actually make it look... It actually doesn't look too bad. Alright, let's add this one on. Yeah, that really does not look that bad. Now, what else do we have here? Can I just add all the parts together and then, like, check out? I think I can do that. I can't remember exactly, but I think you can do that. Anyway, let's see here. What else can we do to this thing? Flat floors, we can't do that. We can change the wing, we can get rid of it, which I will do that. And then, that's pretty much it. We can't really do anything else, so let's get rid of the wing. And I think I've done a drift build on this before, like ages ago. I think this is like one of my second or third cars that I ended up doing a drift build on in my Project Drifting series. So if you guys want to see a drift build on this thing, like a proper one, I guess go back through my videos until you can find that. But it's actually, you can just go onto my channel and check out the playlist, and it should be there in the playlist. Anyway, the wheels, I'm pretty much just probably gonna do the same sort of, like, I'm gonna give this the same look as my other Charger has. I can still remember exactly what it looks like, because it's like one of my favorite cars to drift in this game. It's actually so good to drive. I didn't want to mess it up too much, so it looks pretty much like this, but I think it was like a grey color, I'm pretty sure, but I want to keep this one in blue. Was it grey or blue? I can't even remember. It was such a long time ago that I ended up doing this. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually start to change the performance parts on this thing. I think that's enough visual changes that we've done to it. Now, let's go ahead and hop onto the track really quick before we do anything else. And we'll change the stuff once we get there. So that's 493 horsepower right now, so that's really good. So one of the good tracks that we can actually do this on is Suzuka. Suzuka is I think one of the best tracks to do this on, because you constantly have to turn like left and right, and yeah, you constantly have to swing the body left and right. Whereas, for example, Tsukuba, which is another track that we usually go on to drift, it's the corners are sort of like tight, and I don't know, you have to. It's just a little bit easier to drive around. But this one, you constantly have to change direction when you're driving around. So this will make it a little bit more interesting, I think. Anyway, let's get rid of the traction control. Skid recovery force is off, and we'll keep ABS on 1. Now, this, of course, we got some comfort tires on it. I mean, it shouldn't be difficult to drive. We should just have it so it's really soft. That's pretty much it. So, let's get rid of all this extra weight here. Like I said, we'll bring this to around 600 horsepower, and I think that would be pretty much 626. Can we do anything else to get this Yeah, let's buy all the cheap parts. Yeah, let's buy all the cheap parts, and then the intake, 596 horsepower. That's perfect. That's literally perfect. All right, so let's buy the diff really quick. Lock that. We'll buy all the transmission stuff as well, because that'll be very useful to us as well. Come on. Propeller shaft, transmission, change all that. This is still a 5-speed, so 310 kilometers an hour. I don't know if that's good enough. Might have to bring this down to around 2. I'll keep it at 280. We'll see what that's like. All right, and then the suspension, which is the most important thing here. Let's go ahead and change this thing. So I'm gonna lift this all the way up as high as it goes, so the center of gravity gets fucked up as well. Spring rate will bring this all the way down to as soft as it goes. Same with the dampers. Everything, and anti-roll bars as well. Everything is gonna get brought down. Now, pretty much the only thing that we can actually work with is the camber and tow, which is good because this will definitely help us. But I'm not entirely sure if this will run properly with like a standard tune that I can give it, but we'll see. We'll see what that's like. So something similar to this, like I said before, pretty much a standard tune that I add to all these cars and see what it's like. A lot of them work, some of them don't. We'll see what this one's like, since it's on a really, really soft suspension, really, really soft springs and dampers. So let's see what it's like. Well, you can't tell that it's like really high. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Well, you can definitely tell that there's some play in the suspension. There's a bunch of body roll. Whoa. And it's really, really easy to slip. Watch this. Look at that. Like, it slides so easily. Alright. Whoa, okay. Okay, handling wise, it's not bad. Whoa, okay. You just have to be ready. Okay, okay, okay. Oh my god. Alright. So, putting your foot down on this thing is weird, because you sort of, oh god, any little like bump and stuff like that, it just messes with your run altogether. So, okay, the camber and the tow like work, right? They work very, very well, but oh my god. It's not as much as you guys think, but it definitely makes a difference to how the car handles. So let's hop into this one. So, like I said, the camber and tow is good. Once the car is sideways, it's easy to control, right? But when it decides to sort of just throw itself back, like just connecting all your drifts is a little bit of a challenge, because you know you're doing a transfer, and because the suspension is very, very soft, when it like throws itself back, it goes, right? So it just makes it really interesting. It is drivable though. It's definitely drivable. You just sort of have to catch it really early. This reminds me a lot more of a Forza 5 drifting. It just feels like the suspension is very similar to Forza 5 right now. It's definitely not as soft as I thought it would go. I thought it was going to be a little bit softer than before, but it isn't bad. Like it's definitely easy to handle. It's just, like I said, the transfer, when you transfer from side to side, that just makes it a little bit more difficult. Oh my god. You throw this anywhere and it just goes. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It just goes further than with the tighter suspension. Feels like everything is just loose. But the camber and toe definitely works well to control the drifts with this thing. So the setup isn't bad. It's just weird when you throw the car around, pretty much, when you do any sort of transfers to connect your slides. Just makes it sort of interesting. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh my god! See, stuff like that I can't save. It's really hard to save those. I sort of have to try and like let go of the gas, and it still doesn't save it because I still need a little bit more speed. It's just, it's a whole lot of it's a whole lot of car to handle. All right, let's do one more lap here. Let's see what this thing is like. Oh my god! Look how far it went! Oh my god! Whoa. The gear ratios are sort of good. The gear ratios work. But the transfer is where it gets me, so I have to be a little bit smoother with my transfers then, I guess, so I can sort of get this thing to not spin out. Okay, that was probably the best lap I've done so far. Yep, that was definitely the best lap I've done so far. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And there it goes. Alright. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. It was something a little bit different of a build here, but yeah, look how soft this thing is. It's so easy to get this thing sideways. Oh my god. And it's so easy to lose it as well. Alright, so anyway, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys again for watching today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. It was, again, something a little bit different, something that I haven't done in a long, long time. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Again, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.